back to the Drifted on the Royal podcast. This is Mig.
This is Lano.
RK67.
We're back with a vengeance and a fury.
Yeah. Hey, it's a big week, man. This is a big week.
This is big.
You guys know why?
Why?
You know, stuff's going on? How much stuff is going on?
With what?
I mean, it's been... when was our last show?
It was a while back, man.
Maybe about a month ago. Let me see.
Wow.
What was the holiday before
everybody knows
we quit? Or, I mean, before we
wow.
went on holiday.
June 5th.
Father's Day?
So about a month.
So right before Father's Day?
June
Right
5th,
abouts.
4th of July this week.
So we survived the LA riots. Studio's still intact.
Mostly peaceful protest, please.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Peaceful protest. Yeah.
I saw a shirt. It was an NBA player. I was watching another podcast, and he had a shirt that said, "Visit LA. It's a riot." And the font had like little fire on it. I was like, "That's a cool shirt."
Hey, Lano, you watch any of the WNBA, the Caitlin Clark stuff?
Just like when the highlights pop up, but
Yeah.
I don't watch
me
it.
too.
That chick can ball, dude.
Yeah.
She's a baller, dude. I thought it was all hype and everything, but she's badass, dude.
Yeah, she's got some
She
mean handles.
puts all those other broads to shame, dude. And I know them being haters that they are, dude. It's all just in their nature of all being haters.
I can't.
That's
believe,
why they hate her so
I
much,
can't believe the range that she's got,
dude.
I don't know how the range.
Yeah,
It's like
how
Steph
far-
Curry, like a girl Steph Curry.
that chick's incredible, man.
But you know what? I haven't seen any more of the leagues, so you don't know.
No one
If
plays like
someone
that.
else has handles like that.
No one
I don't
plays
know.
like that.
I don't know.
Like all the stars, they're just like the
Well,
big centers, like back to the basket, like around the rim.
I mean, you kind of do know, because if there was, there would be a big hype and a big hoopla over her,
Yeah,
and there
Well,
isn't.
yeah. I
You know, when
I see the highlights,
when she plays, when she goes to other arenas, dude, she sells them out.
yeah, I know.
No, whenever she's not playing in other arenas, they don't sell out. She is the attraction.
I look at the highlights when she's in there, 'cause I think there's been games that she's been hurt. And man, the way those girls play, their passing and their D'ing up and all that, like damn, that's they play some badass basketball, man.
I mean, it's
It's
good,
good
solid,
basketball.
fundamental
Yeah, that's what I was
basketball.
gonna say. Fundamental basketball.
Yeah,
know?
it's
Below the rim.
it's kind of cool to watch because
Yeah,
The proper way.
yeah, it's not know how that. I mean, I guess kind of like it's what college is. I
mean,
guess.
it's what it old school, I guess, what it used to be.
Yeah,
You know, when it first started.
yeah. But it's
before-
pretty exciting watching that Fever team
Kind of like
play.
pre-Jordan, pre
Yeah,
Will Chamberlain, all the high flying, because you can't deny it's exciting, dude, watching them fly through the air and everything, because once Jordan came on the scene, dude, and
I mean,
you seen that guy fly through the air the way he did, man, it was unbelievable.
But as far as WNBA, I'm on that bandwagon. That I like that chick, Sophie Cunningham.
Who's that?
I really like that.
Oh, that
broad.
one, like her bodyguard, like her.
Yeah, I was saying that. You know what? Stupid. Like all these little YouTube shorts. Like there's so much AI bullshit out there now. Like I can't stand it no more, man. Like you click on a little short and it's some stupid. It'll say, why Sophie Cunningham wears a faded blue bandana headband or whatever. It's sad, and then they do some stupid bullshit story,
Where they get to the very last line.
Yeah,
and then it's not
like
even
stupid.
like true.
Yeah,
It's just like an opinion or a theory or something like that.
Yeah, I think she's sexy, man. Sophie Cunningham. Well, I mean, they always she's kind of like real fashionable, but like I guess she's got it on the Fever team. She's like
Indiana Fever. Huh?
yeah, she'll dress like kind of bummy or with big baggy clothes. Like when she was on that, I guess she was on that other team, the Suns before. She was more
Connecticut Sun, I think.
She was more dressing like provocative, but now I guess she toned it back down. But yeah, she was a damn kicker on the football team in high school. She played high school football.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's an athlete then.
Yeah. I think she also played volleyball. I think she's
a lobo.
6 foot.
So there's a podcast I was listening to, and it's like former NBA guys like Gilbert Arenas. I don't know if you guys listen to that podcast.
Clips of those.
So he was saying that today's basketball is like it's getting ruined by like the club teams, because like, or not the club, but the everybody, like if their kid is talented, everybody hires like a private coach or personal coach.
Oh,
and the coaches are just teaching like one-on-one moves, because they're just like coaching that kid individually. They're teaching these one-on-one moves.
Teams.
So they're it's not
Team
like
play.
they're not like teaching passes or like 5-on-5. It's just like, the first quick step and then the step back. They're just like teaching moves all the time, so that now all the players just have the same moves.
Because honestly, that's why in the beginning I wasn't a fan of Kobe, because how Kobe never went through the ranks of college, and I thought he was just a hot dog out there, like never really played like fundamental basketball. But I was wrong. It's like he completely proved me wrong on that. But on that same coin, he opened up the floodgates for all these, I guess, flash in the pans, with talent to come through, get big contracts, come up, and once they start playing with actual men that know how to play the game, and get manhandled, and they get turned into nothing. And that's why I think the league got watered down, because none of them want to learn fundamentals. None of them want to learn defense. They all just want to be the next LeBron. Right. They all want the next big contract. They all want to be the next big name.
It's all,
they all want what?
It's all one-on-one. They all come in with their own coach.
Yeah, it is one-on-one, but I saw a video of Kevin Garnett, and I guess it was one of those podcasts, and he was talking about how players are getting injured so easily.
Yeah, I saw that one.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Because like the blown Achilles by the homeboy from the Pacers in Game 7. Was his
Halliburton or Tyrese Halliburton?
So they're talking about these players of today. They think that they're putting in the work or sufficient work, but they're not really putting in work. Like not compared to the way the old schoolers did.
Like
before.
Their practice or like walkthrough.
Yeah, their walkthrough. They're not really balling. Garnett was talking about balling up in the summer league or in the summer. 5-on-5. Talking about how much workout they would put in. And these guys, they think that they're doing enough workout or that their workout is a workout that's going to get them like in tip-top shape. But that's not the case, because Garnett was even saying like even after a long practice, it's like he's talking about doing calf raisers and strengthening your calves and all that.
That's the killer instinct that Kobe had. Because Kobe
but that was just like around the league in the back.
Yeah.
It was like back then when you were talking about Hell Week.
Well,
Hell Week was totally different from.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like that's what separated Kobe being different, coming straight out of high school and going straight into the NBA, and that's why he became one of the greatest. And that's why I say now the league is watered down, and the talent is watered down. Because these kids go in thinking they're the greatest thing ever. And
Kobe, I think that dude, he was more obsessed than damn MJ, I think.
That's like perfection, kind of
like the stories of Kobe.
Yeah.
The mind games he did on players. And
the thing is, getting to your point of Kevin Garnett and putting in the work.
Yeah.
I think those are habits that are put in you in college. college coaches
coming up
put
yeah.
that
Yeah.
in you.
Yeah.
And if they would have not lifted that requirement of 1 year, college and you can be drafted.
It's crazy. It's crazy because it seems like you go back to the fundamentals, the basics. Like it just seems like that style you can really dominate today because everyone's so individual. They're like they just it's an individual play.
Yeah.
So if a team really wanted to ball out, like they could just get a bunch of players that are fundamentally, good, and just have a real team. Build a real team and just ball it up through the whole league,
So,
but then it also depends if the damn refs are crooked and.
Well, Ricky, the podcast you saw, like I saw it in Kevin Garnett and it was Paul Pierce, right?
Oh yeah, Paul Pierce. Yeah.
They said that practice was harder than the games.
Like,
they were more tired.
Yeah.
So then by the time the game came around, it was like easy. It was like, they're going to play 30 minutes.
Yeah. So that was that.
They're playing basketball like all year round, 5-on-5, not just like half speed or
I mean, that's kind of like the same thing that's happening in football. Yeah. The practice is not. They're babying these players so much, and then they get hurt so easy.
Yeah.
So they're saying you're having practice every other day. You're going half speed, and then they expect you to go like 100% full speed. And you're gonna, blow your leg out or whatever.
I mean, the unfortunate thing is that sports has become too much of a business, and these guys care more about the business side of it than anything, than the actual sport. That's what it's come down to, and
it's come down to everything.
That's why as fans, you can't really invest yourself into it.
I don't know, but that's
as
why
much as you could before.
That's why I appreciate this Fever team and watching their highlights. Like I always forget to look up their games because I would actually want to see a game.
Yeah,
and I think
like in person or just on TV?
No, just on TV, But yeah, because sports right now is not really.
Well, a few weeks ago, they had like it was another podcast, and they had some guy who used to be a Laker. And he was he played for like Byron Scott, and he was saying that like Byron used to make him like run all the time, and
they cried.
He went to talk to the coach because he got mad in practice because they're like running like let's say in April, like that's towards the end of the season, and they're like, why are we running? Like if we're not in shape now, like we're never gonna be in shape for the playoffs. So then like he was all pissed off. He like walked off the court. So then like Byron called him to his office after practice. And he said, what's going on? And he's like, well, why are you having us running all the time? Like, this ain't preseason. We're in shape. Why are you making us run? And then he's like, well, you know what? Like, I grew up in the Pat Riley era. This is all I know. Pat Riley used to make us run all the time. And this is like, I grew up under him. So this is how I coach. This is the only way I know how to coach is make you guys run all the time. But, I mean, Pat Riley, they would go Showtime. They'll win championships. So, like, Byron teach the same thing, and now these guys are complaining. So then after, like, they told him that, like, he understood where he was coming from.
I was gonna say, like, it pisses me off that, all right, you're questioning a coach. Well, that's his coaching style. Like, you're on that team.
Yeah.
Like, hey, put up with it.
You gotta do whatever you want.
Stop.
To do. Yeah.
Stop.
He's the boss. Yeah.
Stop fucking crying and do the work. Stop bitching and do what's asked of you.
See, and
then also I mean, if you get a coach that's not really like doesn't know shit.
Yeah. I mean, but
so it's kind of hard. But
the problem is that a lot of these kids, when they're coming up, they're constantly having their asses kissed, and they're never said no to, and they're always made to seem that they're better than they actually are. So when they actually do run into some resistance, then they start throwing their little tantrums and everything, and.
We gotta see. We gotta talk to see how the kids. Well, I mean, it's probably always been the same. Depends on parents on how much they baby their kids, how much parents like push their kids, because there's so many different type of parenting.
Yeah.
When they're teaching their kids in little league or whatever,
that all comes down to the individual.
How it is.
Yeah, because
like how are parents today? Like how are they still? Like crazy, like our dad's still crazy fanatics that pushing their kid because they want them to.
I'm sure there are.
Is there some that like, oh, don't yell at my baby, don't push them. or whatever, because there's like the whole
I know, because like you guys, I mean, you don't have kids yet, but like you'll let the coach them, or you're gonna be like in the coaches like, don't you need to do it this way, or would you
let
be
the
involved?
coach do
Yeah,
it.
let the
Coach is gonna do what
yeah.
the
You have
coach
to
is
let the
gonna
coach
do.
do it,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
That's what I feel too.
You could teach him in some areas,
yeah.
like he's lagging or something. You could yell at him to bust ass or something.
I mean, but you're not gonna let the coach be abusive either.
Yeah,
No.
no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah, so coach starts being vulgar with your kid, like that's when you gotta say, like, hey, no.
But you think because
you
of
can
like
tell
remember
them,
like
man.
Bobby Knight, he was like a yeller and screamer
No,
and
that's
this
hell no.
like you
Yeah,
think
that
he was
guy-
choking
yeah, he was
players,
choking
dude.
players. Dude. That's a
I
little.
would have
That's a
fucked
little
him up,
much.
dude.
but you think because of that then everybody like started getting soft like
But
they
I
don't
mean,
want to
they
be
were
like
already older.
Yeah.
Technically, they were men already
yeah.
that he was coaching. Technically,
Yeah.
but yeah,
No, you're not fighting. You're not choking.
yeah. That's
That's
that
that's
dude's
You guys know Juju
That's it.
Watkins?
had a problem.
Juju Watkins.
So
No.
she was the top
No.
high school player. She's from I think it's like Chatsworth, like a private school in Chatsworth.
Mm-hmm.
But she went to USC and she's like the number 1 player
And what?
basketball.
Okay.
So she's really good at USC. She's gonna be a number 1 pick like in a few years. But like last year, her sophomore year in the tournament, like she blew out her knee
Yeah.
like, in the game. But no, if you're
I
watching
did hear that.
if you're watching WNBA, like check out some USC games when she plays because she's gonna be a number 1 pick and she's scoring like 25 and up a game or 30 points.
I hear there's like a couple players that are coming up that's kind of their games are elevating, kind of like Caitlin Clark. So if they start like talent that comes in and they can elevate team play,
Yeah,
it's gonna be watchable. They won't be talking so much crap about that.
So she's from LA. She goes to USC.
Oh, yeah, she didn't
She
want
blew-
to.
she
She didn't
blew out
want
her
no
leg.
help from Caitlin Clark because she didn't want to be overshadowed by Clark, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
she wants to do it on her own.
That's why
wants
she went to
work-
USC because USC is not like normally a
Yeah.
powerhouse, but she
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
carry
yeah.
the team and she's from LA.
Yeah, because I think Caitlin Clark offered to help her out in some things, but like I think she looks up to Caitlin Clark.
Oh, that's
Or-
right. They made it to the Sweet 16, but
Yeah,
they
she
didn't
blew-
advance anymore because she
blew
got
out her
hurt,
knee.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she blew out
Yeah.
her knee.
But she was like she's not getting help from Caitlin Clark because she wants to work out. She wants to bust it out on her own.
But she's a baller. Like I want to go. Like I mean, to go see a USC girls basketball game, it's like $10. Like we should go check it out or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think WNBA is like that
Juju
expensive.
Watkins.
Yeah, Juju Watkins.
All right, so she's the top prospect in
Yeah.
the next draft.
Well, she blew out her knee, so I think she'll play
She
one more
got
year and then
handles or
she'll go to
what?
college. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a straight up baller. Yeah.
All right.
I hope
USC.
she's good, dude, because you know how that whole beef with Caitlin Clark and that Angel Reese, how they
Angel
had that
Reese is
beef.
booty.
Dude, she sucks, dude.
She's booty.
I
dude.
see highlights of her doing like, what the hell is this broad doing playing
Um,
professionally?
Yeah,
It's like she can't even make a layup.
They make fun of her about her being like a baby giraffe. Take it to the hoop.
Yeah, so I'm just showing the guys like some highlights, but like yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, there's the people started making fun of her. They started making fun of her, calling her me bounds. Because she gets all her rebounds. She always rack up rebounds because she's always getting her own.
but she just happens
Missed
who
shots.
Angel
and she
Reese.
still doesn't make them.
Yeah, she just happens to be the tallest, and then she'll like
Yeah.
get 3 misses and grab her like 3 rebounds.
It's
and
funny.
make
I
it.
seen a meme the other day where they said that she was coming out with her own shoe. They're calling it like the brick or something because it looks like nothing but bricks.
Well,
and-
I
and
saw
then-
it's
And
a Reebok.
the face of it. It had like that one of those from Ice Age. One of those animals or the weird one with the big eyes.
Oh yeah.
Looks like a weasel, kind of.
The one that always going after acorn. I don't know.
Sid.
Yeah,
Sid.
the one that's after the acorn.
Oh,
No,
It's on the
Sabertooth
tongue.
or- yeah,
Yeah,
something.
that shit was funny. They could put it right next to her. I'm like, she does look like that damn thing, dude.
yeah. She balls, bro. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Well, Netflix has like a Shaq like documentary or
Uh-huh.
special where like he's bringing back Reebok.
That's a nice jump shot, dude.
So he bought Reebok, him and Allen Iverson.
Oh hell yeah! Look at it.
So they're trying to bring back
nice.
Reebok, and then he went to LSU, and Angel Reese went to LSU. So he signed Angel Reese, but he's trying to bring back Reebok and bring it back to its heyday. Yeah, I was kind of following her like all season. I wasn't watching the games, but watching the highlights after. But yeah, she's a baller.
Yeah.
And she went to the same school where Bronny went, Sierra Canyon, which is, I think it's like Chatsworth or something. Yeah, I'm just wondering what sport.
Straight nalga, dude.
All right,
my daughters are gonna play.
So let's get into the juicy stuff that's happening this week, man.
All right.
Do you guys know? Do you guys know what's going on?
America's birthday?
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one on Friday.
Okay.
So when this comes out, America's birthday is tomorrow. And we will be popping fireworks, but
I feel I should know, but once you say it, I'm gonna feel.
Okay,
stupid
so right now it's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday,
yeah.
And some things dropped today.
NBA free agency? What?
Yesterday.
Well, the gas price is going up.
Yesterday.
I heard that gas is going up.
No, it's just stories that are going on.
The big beautiful bill.
The big beautiful bill is gonna be signed.
No,
but so there's been a verdict that's going to be released already.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the P. Diddy.
With the P. Diddy.
Yeah.
But that they already have the verdict out on like 4 accounts of the sex trafficking stuff. But what the juries are split on are the racketeering. So that's still battling. So that's going to be coming out.
The trafficking is enough.
But I mean, I think they really want to get him for racketeering. But because that'll put him away. But so that's probably gonna come out maybe tomorrow, Thursday, maybe by the time this comes out. You know.
Yeah. I was listening to
what's going on
to Officer Tatum earlier. He broke it.
Sorry.
Yeah, and he was saying that it was breaking news and that they're gonna get him on the trafficking, but that the racketeering was gonna be kind of tough.
We had me and Vanessa had a little passionate discussion about that. Okay, and I'm with her, but it's just that like I tell her, like she's on the board, like these people that participate in all these freak offs, like they wanted to be there.
Yeah,
it's like, and I told her like I thought that when they went after Diddy, they're gonna expose
everybody.
Well, we can't say because this is on YouTube now, because YouTube they censor
right.
But is there like
but
a
I
list,
thought all
the
PDF file shenanigans was going on. I thought that was going to get exposed, but it wasn't. It was just freak offs with celebrities or whatever.
But that's not what they're getting them for.
But they want to get the racketeering win.
Racketeering means what?
But like an organized
was it like money laundering or something?
Something like that, yeah. But and then to like paying people for prostitution.
Right.
And getting these people, they're like getting people from other states, so they're crossing state lines, which is illegal.
Which would be considered sex trafficking.
And that's what me and Vanessa were going back and forth. It's like, who cares? She was just saying like, if someone's gonna come over and they want to sleep with someone or whatever, that should be their right. Whatever. I'm like, I know. I go, but it's the law. You can't cross lines. You can't hire prostitution and bring someone in from New York to come to California and pay for services like that. And so that's how they're trying to get, they're trying to get them on all that. I guess that's part of the racketeering too, aside from the sex trafficking stuff. So they're coming down on on all these people, and I was thinking like FBI, what's that record they got that when they indict someone they got like 90% something rate, that winning percentage or whatever it is. So, but it's like when this case is going on and I'm hearing these stories, these victims, supposedly victims, like Diddy's lawyers, they got the backup of these text messages where they're saying that that they enjoyed the freak offs last night, like when it was happening, right?
Oh,
they
like,
have a log of
people saying,
yeah. It's like,
Like,
oh
great time
baby,
or-
I had a great time last night. I never, felt that. Whatever. Like these people that are coming in as part of witnesses for the prosecution.
Yeah.
They're coming in acting like victims, but then they pull up the defense pulls up messages of them like wanting to be there and then still being there. They're claiming all this trauma, but they show text messages and some voicemails that they're willingly enjoying the freak outs, still going back for more and more. Just like, dude, like what, like it. All the updates that I've gotten from the case, it seems it favors Diddy, because to me it just seems everybody wanted to be there. That's their thing, that's their choice. They want to be part of the freak offs. That's their kinky stuff or whatever. So it's like the it's not strong to nail Diddy, but I guess the racketeering is this crossing the state lines, prostitution. I guess that's what they're trying to get him.
But is it like
the
underage stuff, right? Or
well, I thought that stuff was gonna come to light, like all the underage stuff. But none of that has even came up.
or
Right.
None
the
of
Bieber, the Bieber stuff.
Definition of racketeering. Generally refers to the act of engaging in a pattern of illegal activities, often for profit and frequently associated with organized crime.
Yeah.
It often involves coercion, fraud, extortion, or other illegal schemes carried out repeatedly or consistently to generate income. So,
how
if he was
Like the people that they buy a ticket for
but
his
how
party?
was he doing? How was he generating
When
income?
people, like,
Well,
was he charging for these parties?
prostitution, I mean, taking them
No,
over there.
he's not making money on it. He's paying them for his freak off, for his sex whatever you call it, desires or whatever. He's throwing these parties. He has all this drug and the baby oil and all that stuff, but people want to be there. But how is he making money off of that? I haven't seen anything that shows that he's making money like that. That's right. So it's kind of like, to me, I've seen like it's just a weak prosecution.
Yeah.
And the FBI, supposedly they got like a 90-something% winning percentage when they indict someone.
Yeah.
And it just, to me, it doesn't seem strong enough.
Like, we want all this juicy stuff, and then
I
like,
mean,
getting them a parking ticket.
Where
or
it's-
something.
from the people that I listen to in the mornings, I mean, I hear a lot of lawyers speak and everything. They say that the prosecution has a really strong case
for racketeering.
Oh, to get them,
for the
but not for the stuff we were
sex
talking about.
crimes?
not the racketeering, the other stuff.
I would say this, like, the one thing that these, if I was on the jury and I was seeing all this, right? So they're trying to get everybody, like, they're showing them all the freak off videos and trying to get them, but the defense is always reminding them, look, these people, look at the messages. They wanted to be there. Yeah. They were even arranging their own little setups with the prostitution, the male guys that were coming over to have the freak offs or whatever. Even they were on the side from Diddy. They were setting up their own little meetings and having their own little freak off on the side and all this stuff going on. So they were willingly wanting to participate in that. Yeah. So I don't see how that's strong for the prosecution.
I mean, I guess because like they're getting them off the street and they're bringing them away, then it's okay. But
what would piss me off if I was on the jury and the defense, Diddy's lawyers, he was trying to tell the jury, is like, no, Diddy didn't pay these people to come to prostitute. He was just paying them for their time. Like, that's what he was saying. That was the angle he was using. He didn't pay for the sex. He was just paying them to come and hang out for their time.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna throw that bullshit at me,
yeah,
I'm gonna take it like you're thinking that I'm stupid.
Yeah,
I'm stupid enough to fall for that, and I will say no. Now he's guilty. because you threw that stupid
Oh, that was
psychology
the defense?
bullshit,
Yeah.
That was the
trying to
defense?
make it seem like, oh, he was paying for their time. Like, no, I know what he's paying for.
Yeah.
Like, I know what they're there for. It's like, so if you're gonna try to dumb it down, like try to make me look like a dummy,
Yeah.
and throw a stupid excuse, like, nah,
Yeah, I'm sure
And
the
that would
checks,
make me
the
flip
checks
and be
said
like,
hostess or
nah, he's
waiter or
guilty.
something like that. But yeah.
for trying to insult my intelligence, like, nah, I don't know.
I mean, what he did is nothing from like what Epstein was doing, right? The same thing.
Oh, wow.
Well, Epstein was doing everything but like with underage,
Yeah.
with minors, dude.
Isn't Puffy the same thing or no?
Wow, none of that came out.
I know none of it came out, but
That's what I was thinking, that stuff was gonna come
Yeah.
out,
like a list or whatever.
but nothing came out like that. And that's what I was like. I don't care about these people, these celebrities, or these adults that willingly wanted to be there. Like, if you were participating, you went, you knew there was a freak off, and you were doing these drugs, and you were doing all this, don't come acting like a victim, because you wanted that
Yeah.
life. You wanted to be part of it. So I don't show pity on them, whatever.
But
I was waiting for as his cases were going on. I was waiting for this stuff, for like the underage stuff to come out, and
Yeah.
it never came out.
I mean, I'm with you right there with the victims and everything, but like always, they come out saying afterwards that the only reason they went along with it was because they were afraid at the time, and they had to, because they feared for this, or they feared for that.
Those messages say otherwise. Talking about I love you, Diddy, and this and that. I can't wait for our next rendezvous, and all this. The messages say otherwise. You can't.
Those messages were from guests or from the workers?
No, from the victims.
The victims? Oh.
A lot of them were for the victims.
Oh.
Yeah, they were like, I don't know. It's not adding up, but we'll see. Regardless, we're going to find out. Maybe by the time this comes out, we're already going to know the deal.
I don't know.
So,
all I know.
Okay, what would you? Let's say right now.
All I know is that it makes for some funny ass memes on the internet.
Hey,
and some good Halloween costumes.
When Bigfoot comes out, when Bigfoot comes out all covered in baby oil.
Damn.
Talking about escaping from a Diddy party.
Those don't even look like Bigfoots, man. Those are just gorillas, dude.
It's funny though, dude.
I sent you that one with the gorilla that he working on the fort, or did you send it to me?
I sent it to you.
The one he worked on the fort?
That shit was funny, dude.
Dude. That was good.
Dude, that was classic. That was solid, that one, dude. Man. Yeah. That one hit home.
Yeah. that one's solid.
My phone just started updating all the text messages, so I don't know. I'm behind.
Yeah, you'll see that one, dude. Yeah, but those crack me up.
iPhone.
Rick likes the AI ones with all the babies doing movie scenes.
But you know what? They're getting out of control, because there's some like especially the Theo Von and the Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
There's a specific one that I like, that they use the baby that looks exactly like Theo Von, and now they're people are all doing it.
Yeah.
They're doing different babies,
or cartoons making them real, or something like that.
It's getting saturated now.
So anyway, what was your question?
The second one? Oh no! Before we went to the second one, all right. So this is the three jury panel right here. So we're the three juries on the Diddy case.
Mm-hmm.
From what you guys know, what do you guys? What's your?
Just
verdict?
From like what I know of right now.
What's your verdict?
Guilty, no?
What you Lano? You're guilty?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't followed it, but I haven't seen anything. But I'm just in my head, he's guilty.
So you just want him
locked up.
You want him locked up because he killed Tupac, right?
Yeah. East Coast, West Coast. I've hated him since I was a kid. So.
I tried telling Vanessa too. He's responsible for Tupac dying, Biggie dying. He tried to take out I'll Be Sure. He took out Heavy D.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, his ex-wife Kim Porter. It was another dude and Diddy that were part of that record label.
If he took out the overweight lover, then fuck that puto. He's got to go. Yeah. He's done.
I'll Be Sure was the only one that survived.
Dunzo.
And he was almost taken out.
Dead.
Yeah.
Epstein his ass.
Yep. So Lano guilty. You?
Guilty.
Dude, I'm trying to think of what Heavy D looked like. I can't imagine. I keep popping up Sinbad.
Light skin? Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of like
But
Sinbad.
heavier.
With
Sinbad keeps
always
popping up,
sunglasses on?
Heavy D.
With kind of like a faded, kind of like flat top?
Kind of blonde fade, high top fade, kind
Yeah.
of. Not that high, but
Mm-hmm.
goatee.
I would say guilty just because of that lawyer thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to, like, insult you.
Yeah, he's trying to insult my intelligence. So I would say, nah, he's guilty.
Oh, yeah, here he is. Yeah, Heavy D. And so
I
Miggy
remember-
was said guilty? I mean, I got one guilty, you too? So
Yeah.
2 guilties.
No, 3 guilties.
And that's the thing. It's not the majority. Every single one has to say it, huh?
Look
Like
up,
when you're in jury duty.
look up Heavy D.
Yeah, it's got to
Look
be
up
everybody because if there's even one person,
Heavy D,
that's,
Heavy D and P. Diddy theory. Or
if there's
something.
even one person that doesn't agree, it could end up in a hung jury and the case could be thrown out.
Heavy D, what does it say there?
It said Heavy D played a crucial role in launching P. Diddy's career for Uptown Records.
Yeah, Uptown Records. That's what it was.
They were also linked to tragic events, deadly stampede at a charity basketball game.
Oh, I remember I was sad about that. One of his dancers died because he thought they were doing a.
Because Heavy D's death wasn't tragic; it was planned.
See,
On video.
P. Diddy took him out, dude. What does it say right there? We'll go down. It says, "What is P. Diddy doing?" Oh,
He's 50 Cent. I know 50 Cent hates him.
record labels mark. Yeah, look at. Down. Sean Diddy Combs record labels
Marked by
murder.
murder.
He took them
Heavy
all
D
out.
was
Once
one of
they
the
all
first
started,
Chinese to Uptown Records.
he took them all out, man.
Yeah, he's a piece of crap, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Heavy D was good.
Right. So what's your second part
The
of
next one was right there. He just showed it.
Well, I missed it. What was it?
There was a plea deal on the. I don't know if you guys have been following the. Let's see. Lano's still looking up the Heavy D. Heavy D.
wasn't that mystery in the sky thing?
Well, I want to show you
No.
guys that and see
Oh.
what you guys think of it.
No. The plea deal with. I've been following this case since it happened. Brian Kohlberger, the Idaho 4 students that got killed. Idaho 4, the college students that got killed by the dude.
Is that the dude that went in when they were sleeping or something and stabbed them all?
Like some
Stabbing.
beach house
Yep.
or something like that?
It
That
was,
like
it was
10
like
years
a
ago?
3-story,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a basement, middle floor, and a third floor or whatever.
It's
Yeah.
like he went in there, nobody heard or seen
Yeah.
anything, and they just found the students.
But he was
dead
one of the
and-
friends, right?
Yeah. Well, there was 2
Kind of.
surviving roommates that were on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
So two girls that were best friends that were sleeping. One slept over. They were in the same floor, and then the girl, I think, on the upper floor was asleep with her boyfriend in her room, and he killed those 4.
Yeah. So what was
And-
the plea?
Well, he's taking the plea deal. He's gonna say he's guilty, or he's gonna take the guilty plea.
Uh-huh.
Unless he
But he's taking that deal. That way they take the death penalty off the table. Because I mean, if you follow that case, it's like the evidence is like overwhelming. It's like
I saw like
this
a
dude did it,
2020
man.
on it or something like that.
Yeah.
Or way back.
Yeah.
So he can't. The death penalty gets taken off the table. He can't appeal. He can't come back and appeal the case, the verdict. He's got to admit
Basically,
his
life
guilt.
without the possibility of parole.
Yeah. He's going to do four life sentences for the 4 murders. And then like 10 years for burglary. So yeah, he's just going to be
But
in prison for
what was
rest
the
of his
story?
life.
Like he was friends with them, right?
No.
Or he lived there. It was
So-
something, the connection.
I really think this dude wanted to be like one of those nutbag serial killers that wanted to have that fame, that serial killer fame. because he studied a lot of that crime, that serial killers. He studied serial killers, and
Like,
then one
Richard
theory
Ramirez,
was
how, like,
one of the
he gets all the
professors
girls.
that he was learning under.
Yeah.
Like I guess one of the theories is that he wanted to like impress his professor, and to commit these crimes.
He was a student at that school.
He was like I think a teacher's aide or something. Shit like that. Doing something program. But it's stupid because they caught the white car leaving that area or driving around that area. His cell phone was pinging around that area that night.
Yeah, I remember all that.
And and then they would, like, his excuse was like, oh, he was out there stargazing. Like he just like driving around. Like, it was stupid.
Yeah,
excuse.
like weak alibis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like he even when they went to go get him, they followed him all the way back to Pennsylvania because that's where he was from.
Yeah.
That even like in the middle of the night, he's throwing away his DNA, but he's walking. And I guess there in Pennsylvania, it's kind of like long driveways. So he's walking down, throwing his stuff in the neighbor's trash can, like whatever DNA he has in the neighbor's trash can, like in the middle of a night.
What an idiot.
Yeah. And that well, you know how they found him, right? The knife sheath that had his DNA on the.
Yeah.
That's how they were able to, I guess, do the whole zero in on them. I forgot what they call that shit. What is it?
Triangulate.
Yeah. And they were able to zero in on him like that.
Because I think they got a description of his car too, no, or something like that, and that's how they were able to get him also.
Yeah. So then the one surviving roommate said that she saw the guy leaving all in black, and I guess he had a ski mask, and he had like bushy eyebrows, which he has. But then this dummy is like back in like months before the murders, he was shopping for knives, the same knife that they. Like it was just like all the evidence was like mounting up. Like there's no way he could escape.
You've been following this on YouTube or like
since
court TV or something? Or
this thing happened in I think 2022, 2023, dude.
It says 2022.
Well, why the hell would the DA offer him that deal?
Because they're gonna get him, right?
I
mean, such a strong case. Screw him, man. Kill him.
I think they did that because he can appeal it and he can prolong it. And it's something with that town too, Idaho, because they were trying to get this thing over with. Like that little small town in Idaho.
Yeah.
They were like trying to just get this case over with.
There would have been some way he could have snuck out of it after.
Yeah, because I guess the small town, they don't like how much activities going on, the reporters coming around, and they just want to be done with it. The one judge that started with that case, like he retired and had to get another judge because he's looking at the cases like this thing's gonna drag on because I guess he was set to retire.
Yeah.
He's like, if this thing goes to trial, who knows how long it's gonna be, and then a death penalty trial is gonna kick in after that. And then if he's going to be appealing that, and then he's like, I don't want to deal with it.
That's true.
So it's just like that whole town was just like they want the state of Idaho, like they didn't want to deal with it no more. They're trying to sweep it like already out. So, but the prosecutor is saying like, well, to keep the families from, dragging along and dealing with this for so many years, because after the trial, he's found guilty, and then they got to go into the trial for death penalty.
Yeah.
And then a lot of say like, well, a lot of times they don't get the death penalty because, jurors, they just don't want to give the verdict of be responsible for the death, right?
They don't want to be the ones.
So it's just, he's saying to save the families and of that lingering, so many years of them dealing with this, that way this can kind of get put aside for them, knowing that he's not ever going to see the light of day. But there's the family is like one of the girls' dads, like he wants them dead.
Yeah.
Like, he wants them,
I would too, dude.
Yeah, he wants them put to death, So that's kind of like what's going on with that.
Yeah. That's almost like the plot to a movie, dude. It's like
the defense.
This guy gets sent to jail for life and shit, and then like one of the dads does some crime to get sent to jail on purpose.
And the defense,
kills him.
Defense is like they're they can only do so much. Like they're trying to get so much stuff like thrown out.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to say that they can't describe him as they can't describe the killer with bushy eyebrows. They want to throw like a bunch of evidence out of the case.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
no.
their only defense, the way I see it, is insanity.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing they can.
I think that
claim.
defense just knew that there was no way they can. There's no way that they were gonna be able to get out of it. So she told him, you need to take a plea deal. If you want to live, the only way to live is in rest of your life in prison.
Yeah,
take a plea deal. That way they take that death penalty off, because they were saying like they can't win it. Like there's too much overwhelming evidence, And then like the days after the murders, they show him like taking a selfie, all showered up and everything, like looking all weird and stuff. He had his search. They looked in his search thing that he had like search of
history
of porn of like girls like unconscious or asleep and stuff like that. It's like, dude, like all the evidence was
sick, dude.
Yeah.
And then also this week you guys heard about that fire where like
which fire?
There was a fire somewhere, and then like the firemen went to take it out, and they got snipers and they got shot. Like a sniper was getting
yeah, in Idaho also.
Yeah, in Idaho.
That was some guy set a fire,
and he started
waiting for the firemen to get there. And started sniping them.
Yeah, that piece of shit.
And then what's funny is that right away, of course, to make the narrative anti, Second Amendment and anti-MAGA and everything, anti-right wing.
Mm-hmm.
They show pictures of the parents.
Mm-hmm.
And of course there were Trump supporters.
Oh.
No, they're Trump supporters and everything. But then they show a picture of the kid that was the kid that did the shooting, and there's no way that this kid followed the parents' beliefs. It's like you look at the kid that you can completely tell that this kid was completely rebelling against everything that the parents believed.
Yeah, like they had no control of him.
You gonna tell me that kid?
I mean, he
would support Trump.
He looks that picture right there looks.
Well,
and I'm telling you, it hasn't come out yet. But my thinking is that this dude probably tried to become a firefighter for whatever reason he got rejected.
Yeah.
And that pissed him off. That's the first thing I heard that I thought when I heard about this. About him killing firefighters that way. Is that it's just the beef that he had.
Yeah.
That he probably tried to become a firefighter and for whatever reason he was rejected, and that's why he took out his anger and frustration. Come out something.
All right, stay with I guess current news. So this happened last week. This was in Boston, and some girl recorded something falling from the sky, but she didn't know what it was, so they're just saying mystery object.
It's a giant robot.
Oh, I haven't talked to Vanessa about that. She's gonna say it's.
So she thought it was like a rocket, but then that looks like lights and then blinking is what's going on. So she tried to see
Vanessa's gonna say
in front of the house, but
that's her people finally coming.
That's fucking Iron Man, fool.
It looks like that. So she went in front of the house and then she just lost it. But this was after the missile bombings and stuff. So it was it looks like a missile coming down. I don't know what it is, but I just thought
that's Tony Stark.
You guys could see it,
but nothing blew up.
Nothing blew up. Nothing. She just got this video of this thing falling. But I just wanted to see if you guys saw it or what do you think? That's a house.
Why is it? Why is it blurry like that?
Well, it's a phone and it's probably a half 100 miles, not 100 miles, but 30 miles or whatever.
Because it always has to be blurry, dude.
100 feet away, it's in the sky. I don't know.
When are you ever going to get anything clear?
Bigfoot dam.
So that was last week. So we got some phone calls. Should we get to the phone calls, or you guys still got some subjects you want to talk about?
I mean, how do you guys feel
the
about
phone
Happy
calls.
Gilmore Part 2 coming out?
Happy Gilmore Part 2. The Bear. You started watching The Bear season 4?
Nah.
Or what?
All the episodes are out, right?
They all came out. I'm
stream
on
them all?
episode 5 right now, watching it.
I gotta watch it. Gotta watch. Hey, who has Netflix?
Not me.
Man,
Yeah.
I keep asking Ralph
Sister-in-law.
to damn.
I need to steal someone's Netflix.
I know. I was watching the damn Titan documentary, and I got like 5 minutes left on it, and
Which
then
one?
it just disappeared. Like I had to update the household. Like it kicked me out.
What documentary?
The Titan, the Ocean Gate.
Oh, I want to see that. That's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Oh,
And then I keep trying to get in there, and then it sends a code, and then the person's account has to do something on the code, and I'm always texting him, and then he texts me like 5 hours after. He's like, "Hey, turd, you still need a thing?" I'm like, "No, dude." I was like, "That was like 5 hours ago."
Was it Roger? Because I mean, you owe
No,
him
Ralph.
a call.
Oh, my cousin.
Because you owe him a call. So
Oh,
don't get mad when they don't get back to you.
hey, I
then-
finally talked to Fatboy though. I talked to Fatboy though.
Yeah, but you were supposed to call him back and you still didn't.
Hey,
And then he's mad when someone's late 5 hours.
you know when I called G last week?
I know you said you had to go do something. It's like, yeah, I'll call you back.
No. When I finally called him back, I don't know how long was it since I talked to him? Like he
I
kept
don't know,
kept calling me whenever I kept missing his call, and then he called me when I was at the lake on Saturday. And then when I finally called him back last week, I called him back, and I go, "Hey," he's like, "Yeah, you called?" Like he's all, "Yeah," like about a month ago. I just go, "Yeah, hey, you called?"
How's he doing, or what's he up to?
Yeah, no, he's
He's
good.
doing good.
He's doing good. He
Doing
just
his,
he's not too fond of the humidity over there.
Yeah.
And right now it's summer, it's hot, huh? Hot and humid.
Yeah,
He's doing his Uber thing.
yeah, he's enjoying it over there.
Oh, that's good.
Change of scenery.
Says
But
he
that's-
says it's a trip that how nice people are out there. It's
Really?
It's like a change,
Like bigger
almost
tips or
like
what?
culture shock.
Hmm.
Southern.
You know,
out
it's just it's like people are nice out there. There's like nobody's like really rude or
there. Well,
kind of like assholes and shit, and people actually greet you.
wow. Is it really
No.
rude here?
Like
Like-
his customers, the rides, or just out in general?
Like,
No, just,
Do you really-
just in general, you know, it's
Mhm.
like you could be out and someone will tell you it's like, hi, you know, it's like
I mean,
Yeah.
I get that here. Probably like every single person does it over there.
not every single person. I mean, but
Oh, remind me
I
to
don't really
talk
come
to you.
across any rude people here.
Remind me to talk to you later about your business, Rick. I have an opportunity for you, but don't let me forget.
All right, off
Um,
air or on air?
well, off air.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Is it he come to town? Are you guys gonna do hook up with that Raider game, or you don't know yet?
no, the
probably,
Raider game's in Houston, no?
Yeah, it's in
Well, I thought you
Houston,
guys were gonna go there. Yeah.
No, he said he's probably gonna for our
Vegas.
annual Vegas wildcard weekend.
Oh, he's gonna meet you out.
Oh, that's what Roger was telling. He was texting me for the Vegas golf trip.
Yeah,
So it was like he texted me twice. Like he screenshotted that I was gonna call him back. I'm like, dude, I go, you're not the only one I don't call back. So then he goes, well, bitch, I was telling you because I'm the golf trip. I'm doing planning the golf trip this weekend, whatever. So I want to know if you're in. So he gave me the dates, and then all I did.
Is Eric getting the rooms? Like, is he getting them now? Like, remember
no,
last time?
the rooms are taken care of.
So I put the dates in my calendar. Like as soon as he sent them, I put them in there, and then they're already in there. I screenshot it and then I sent it to him. Like, look, it's in the calendar already. And he sends me that thing like he goes, that's good that you put it in the calendar. That way you don't forget. I'm like, yeah. So that's what I was. he was hitting me up for.
Oh, a little weeks ago about the trip.
The
When
golf
is that?
trip.
That's not the playoff game, right? That's a different trip.
No, it's gonna be at the end of September.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you guys do
Yeah.
2 Vegas trips annually, the golf and then
Golf
the playoff.
and
Wild card.
football.
Yeah. We'll be
Golf and
ready.
football.
All right. So what's up with those?
Booze
Are we
balls.
anything else? Anything else going on?
Um.
Oh, Happy Gilmore. That's about Happy Gilmore.
Oh, Happy Gilmore.
You know, today I saw a trailer for
It
Running
seems-
Man.
It seems like he's gonna act the same. I don't like it.
Well, yeah,
Kinda
I mean,
like
But it's the same
same.
character, the same guy.
Yeah,
I mean, what
but-
are you doing?
I mean,
He grew
then
up
you
with it.
shouldn't really do the movie again because it's not gonna hit. Like, it's not gonna
Well, I mean,
hit
that's
for this
why-
time of.
Well, I mean, that's why it's probably just gonna be on Netflix, no?
Like, I heard he signed like a 10 movie deal, like contract with Netflix.
Yeah.
So he's like,
That's why it's just
doing
cranking
all
out
this
shit to go on Netflix.
I think it's a movie you should have left alone.
Who knows,
I mean, if they do it good, like Top Gun Maverick.
dude?
That's different. though.
I can't stop watching that movie.
That's
I haven't seen it,
different,
but I'm
though,
gonna
man.
watch it. Because I was
That's a
thinking about
serious.
You
That's a serious.
You haven't
movie.
watched it?
it. No,
yet,
no, I
dude?
watched it, but I haven't seen
Oh.
it in a while. I want to rewatch it
Dude,
again, like back to
Every
back.
know-
time I see that movie
you
on,
know-
dude, I put it on. I don't get tired of it.
Because you know that new F1 movie, it's like the same director. So I was like, then I started thinking like about
I finally
the other Top Gun.
I finally picked a movie that Vanessa liked from back in the day.
What was it
The Mexican.
Oh, she liked it.
with
Yeah.
Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Did I tell you I saw Encino Man on
Because
YouTube?
anything I suggest to her from
Yeah.
like old, she's not about it. She falls asleep.
we
But
we
yeah,
haven't
she liked-
seen. I
she
still
liked
gotta
the
see Young
Mexican.
Guns. We didn't see it that holiday weekend, but I don't. I told you I saw Encino Man right on YouTube.
Oh no!
So
You saw it?
nobody had it, like none of the streamer networks. But then like it popped up on YouTube, like the whole movie for free, like part of YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we watched it, and I was like, I think the kids might like it. The kids were like just watching it, like they don't watch movies, but they're like
Yeah.
paying attention because like you know the caveman and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And Laura was laughing. We're
She liked it?
Yeah, she liked it. She's like, you gotta show me more movies like this. And I was like,
El queso está viejo y podrido.
Yeah.
and I forgot I had that guy from the Goonies and what's his name?
Pauly Shore.
Rudy. Well, Pauly Shore and then Rudy. What's his name?
Yeah,
That character.
She like you know,
I'm still looking for Soul
a
Man.
good
though.
movie.
Someone's
Soul
like,
Man.
What's
black,
that?
so
What's
you can't find
that?
it anywhere. But I'm still looking for it.
That one movie.
Dumbass.
Well, with David Cusack.
The
That's
one,
summer
John
one?
Cusack.
Oh,
the,
John Cusack.
the one he holds the radio up. Like
No,
the famous
no,
one?
no.
Oh.
One
It was
Crazy
the-
Summer.
That one. Sure, that one.
One
No.
Crazy Summer.
One Crazy Summer.
Is it on the list? I gotta look at the list because
I don't think it's. I don't
No,
think
it's not on there.
One Crazy Summer
One
is.
Crazy Summer.
That's a good humor.
I think the girls will like it.
Yeah,
Well,
One
I'm gonna
Crazy
look for that
Summer.
one.
that one's good.
One Crazy Summer. Now that we have this like
That
long
was in the
weekend,
eighties.
this long
80s.
4th of July weekend, we'll watch a movie.
Yeah.
But I saw a trailer for Running Man.
I saw that too.
Yeah,
Two?
It's it's with that dude from
well, he's in Top
Maverick.
Gun. He's in
Played,
he's in Top Gun.
Hangman.
Uh-huh.
He's the guy
He plays Arnold Schwarzenegger role.
where it's like a game show, and then the like
Yeah.
people are trying to get him and stuff.
You don't remember watching the
Oh,
Running Man?
Running
You
Man.
probably didn't.
What's
No,
didn't
Schwarzenegger
watch
watch
in
it.
Rain Man.
No, Running Man.
Running Man.
Running Man. No, I can't picture that one.
And then
The
Miggy,
Running Man was pretty cool for its time.
yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Miggy told us about Spaceballs, which G sent us, right? Is that real or
Oh,
is
yeah.
that coming back?
Oh yeah,
Right?
it's happening.
Spaceballs is coming out.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Baseballs and what do they
There's
call
something
it?
else I saw
Baseballs
too.
2 or something. I don't know.
There's something else, but we'll see. Like, so a lot of movies are coming out for I guess the summer. They made an announcement that the last Fast and the Furious coming back to LA, April 2027 though. So it's
Oh
like
my
2 years,
God.
2 years away.
Yeah, that's not news.
2 years away.
Oh, brother!
But we got some phone calls. We'll 2 phone calls right now. We'll go through 'em.
All right, let's do them.
Hold on, let me make sure the audio is set up properly. All right, let me see.
Hey, with all the riots going on, what is your guys' opinion on the riots, the immigration, deportation, and people, rioting in the streets, protesting, things like that? What are you guys' thoughts on that? Later.
Well, getting serious, political.
Oh.
Ah,
the
dude, you
shark.
just
Mark the
want to
shark.
light a powder cake, don't you?
Mark the shark.
Freaking Mark, dude.
He's kind of serious too.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just
Okay.
like, what did Apple do? What did the Nike store, Jordan? Because all those stores got like looted downtown.
Okay, well,
Like
first
damaged
of all,
and stuff for all that stuff.
all the rioting and protesting, it's all stupid and it's all bullshit. First of all, it does nothing. It accomplishes nothing. I don't care. You can tell me it creates awareness or whatever. Awareness of
No.
what? What does it accomplish?
I agree. I agree. The writing and
You
all
know?
that is stupid. It's bullshit and all this. Now, key word: the rioting.
The rioting, yes.
The rioting.
But the
people that are
talking-
out there protesting.
But that's what I'm saying. Even the protesting, because they say it creates awareness, but what does that awareness get you? What's the end game of it?
I see it protesting. People out there want to protest. That's their right to protest.
No, of
right?
course.
Okay.
Absolutely. 100%.
But the rioting, the destroying, and all that, it messes it up for all of them that are out there that
Absolutely.
really want to bring the awareness of it.
Absolutely.
Because
it
as far as awareness, you talk about awareness. Now, we don't know how true it is, and I don't like I'm all for people that are coming here illegally and they got criminal records and they're doing their shit. Get them out. I don't care what it is. Get them out. But I really I want the people, even though they're illegal, if they're here working, especially if they've been here already a while,
yeah,
I want those people to be left alone.
Yeah.
They're not doing it. They're here.
I agree with you.
They're here to better their lives. They're the because those are the people that are like our parents, our uncles back in the day that they came.
See,
in.
I'll
So I want and if they're going like just around, like they see a raspado man or this elote lady or whatever, and they're just harassing her, like, no, dude, leave her alone. It's like go get your list of people that you have that are criminal records, that have criminal records, and get them out. But that's where I think that's where it's too far.
That's where I kind of think they lost control and they kind of lost they lost the idea of what they initially wanted to do. For me, they should be trying to find everybody that came in the waves of the caravans under Biden.
Yeah.
And
they got to come back.
Even those people, I mean, I'm sorry to say, even the people that are not violent criminals, they got to go.
Yeah.
But everybody else that has already been here a long time and say they already have like the residency and all that stuff, they're scared of walking the streets right now and everything, they should not be bothered.
It's just that there's too many people here.
There's too many.
And I'm all for, I mean, I would want to fight to get it a better system to have these people go through the process and get them in here illegally. Not legally.
You see the thing?
Like I think the politicians should be, or whoever is in charge, they should be working on a system, working with Mexico on how to make citizenship or however residency for people that really want to be and better their lives.
Yeah.
Let's work on a process to get these people in here. That way they're not living in fear of stuff like this. But if you're coming over to fuck around and still do your shit, no. Get the hell out of here.
Because right now, I don't know if you guys have heard it or announced or not, but when all these deportations were announced were going to happen, they also at the same time announced a program saying that you're here legally, you don't have like a violent criminal record or whatever, your only crime was entering
Crossing.
the coast,
Yeah.
Illegally, you can self-deport, and they'll give you, you self-deport, but you do it, you check in online
Yeah.
Like
on
start
the
the process.
CBP, you start the process. They give you $1,000 to cross back over into Mexico. So I guess you can
Yeah. Hang out or
hang
survive
out
on
or,
that.
survive on that for a while or whatever and start the process. And the whole logic behind that is that it costs them $17,000 per person to deport. So fiscally, it's a lot smarter to offer them that $1,000 for them to self-deport and give them the opportunity to enter correctly.
So on the news,
at-
I saw that like Purple Heart guy
So-
that self-deported, like, and they're like, oh, he fought for our country, got the purple, but maybe he's doing that program. I didn't know about that
Wow.
program.
You see, and that's the thing.
It is. Well,
but-
I mean,
but the
that's
thing-
something we have to see if that program is really in place.
Because he
Or
it is
self-deported.
just
He
all talk.
self-deported.
It is?
so
that
maybe
came
he's
straight
doing
from what's her name? The Homeland Security. No it.
Oh, Christy Nolan?
Christine
Christy
Nome.
Nolan?
Christine Nome.
Yeah.
It was her directly. I heard in the commercial saying
You
it.
see? Okay, so let's just say.
So that's directly
Okay,
from her.
so it really is. It's true
It's
that
a
they do that,
program.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the
Now,
thing
now,
that they
now,
don't.
what sucks is you get idiots that are gonna start spreading the rumors to these people. Don't do it. It's a
Exactly.
trap, and this
Exactly.
and that. Instead of these idiots misinforming the people and scaring them to hide out or whatever, instead of participating in this program.
Yeah.
See, if you're legal and you're fighting for these people to
see-
become legal, you should go investigate this program and see and get information on it, and that way you can educate these people and like that's the way to help people
And that's
and do that
okay.
instead of all this
And
stupid
then so these people
fight back.
that are out there trying to get the correct message out there protesting or whatever, they're the same ones that are telling these people to hide and to
Yeah.
resist ICE, and they want to abolish ICE and everything. That's where I have the problem,
Yeah,
because we need these organizations. We need these enforcements.
I've seen
And
some videos.
If these people were to do what you're saying, actually investigate what's truthful and actually really help the people that they want to help,
Yeah.
not just be out there and spew the rhetoric that that their higher ups are telling them to spew and spread the fear mongering that they want them to spread, then maybe we can get somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys saw, but they raided the Home Depot down the street. It was
They
yesterday.
just took one lady.
We took one lady. But I saw that, like, was she the taco stand
was
lady?
she?
It was some lady that was selling.
Because they showed the
It was a
taco
vendor.
stand.
It
The
was a
taco
food-
stand
it
was
was a
like,
food vendor.
like some tacos were still on the grill. It was
You
like
see?
empty.
Like, I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know what.
But I'm with,
I don't.
Yeah.
If she doesn't have no record on it,
yeah.
like why?
But I mean, that's been
It's-
an argument for me for a long time. Like street vendors and everything, like food vendors and stuff. For me, it's always like not been fair, because it's not fair for someone to just go set up on a corner,
Mhm.
start selling food, not have to deal with health inspectors, not have to
Well,
deal
they-
with rent,
well,
not
they-
have to deal with
they-
overhead.
Well, they should. They
You know.
should have at least a permit. They should get a permit to be able to.
But
to
a
sell out
lot
there.
of them don't. And that's where, for me, the fairness doesn't come in. And you can't just do what you want. I understand that you're trying to make a living and you're trying to support your family and everything. I completely understand that. But you have to understand also that what you're doing is not correct. And there's going to be consequences
but
to you not doing things right.
it's really the choice of the person.
Exactly.
because- A restaurant can have shitty ass food,
Yeah.
and then you got some bomb ass tacos right there. Yeah, you don't got a seating booth to go sit on, but you can stand and have your tacos there. Well, yeah, I want tacos. It's not that because
But they're not paying for the
No,
overhead,
but
the rent. and all
yeah,
that
but
stuff,
that's
the
what I'm
bath-
saying.
No,
It's
no,
like-
yeah, I get that, but it's gonna be what the person wants to eat. Because whether this person has their store here or that store with the shitty food, people are gonna buy what they want to buy. If that restaurant had bomb ass food, then they'd probably be buying food from their
Mhm.
restaurant.
I didn't know this,
And
but
so I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but it comes down to, hey, if you're gonna half-ass, overprice
Well, yeah, of course.
everything,
But that's
You
what
know?
I'm saying. You're risking crossing the border, entering this country illegally. You're taking the risk of being caught and being deported. Even once you're here, you're taking
yeah,
that
you have
risk.
to be looking over your shoulders all the time or something.
You know what
I-
the risks are, so you can't be surprised when they find you out and you get taken back.
that how much it costs to pay like a coyote to cross, right?
Yeah, it's like $4,000 or $5,000.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say who it is, what the story is, but this is a story.
Yeah,
And this is all depends on people's interaction with someone. If like if you want to believe that person, if this person's talking about a family relative, like, yeah, my aunt was here since whatever,
Yeah.
she and they deported her, is like, but you don't know the full story. So it's really how you want to believe a person, right? All right, so this person tells me, and it was a guy that was on a construction site. I'm not gonna name no names, but I'm just telling you the story. And I can't get down with it. Where this guy's working on a construction site, he came I think it was from Guatemala. He left his wife and his kid to come work over here, which is a lot of people come, right?
right.
And supposedly he paid so much money to this coyote to cross over. Well, he ended up getting caught, and then he got sent back, and then he had to pay again, come back. And then now he's been working over here on a construction site, and now he's paying for his wife to come over.
Mm-hmm.
And this person that's telling me the story, like, he's asking him, is like, well, your wife is coming over. He's like, well, where's your kids at? Like, who has your kids? And then they're like, oh, well, they're staying with some people that we know, whatever. Like, we don't even know. Like, they don't know nothing about their kids.
Yeah.
It's like right there already. Like,
That person, yeah.
you're gonna.
Tells you what type of person
I
they
get
are.
you want to come over here,
Yeah.
but at the cost of abandoning your kids with someone you don't even.
Yeah.
You have no idea
See,
what's
and-
happening
and
to them.
That was the whole point.
It's like those stories. Like, if someone like that,
Yeah.
I can't get down with that. I
you
can't.
see, and that was like the whole point of the caravans
And the wife, the same
and,
thing.
and
right?
all the child sex trafficking that was happening.
Yeah, there's
Because there was people like him that were sending their kids by themselves, like with these coyotes or with these escorts, with people they don't know. They're just handing them off with like a piece of paper with their name and
Yeah.
an address and a phone number. And it's like, how can you do that, dude? That's your
Yeah.
child.
Yep.
It's like,
I cannot get
How?
down with that.
but they're doing it.
And I'll be damned if I'm gonna be protesting or supporting someone like that when they
Yeah.
just abandon their kids like that. And I'm supposed to help you stay in this country
Yeah.
when you abandon your kids and God knows what's happening to your kids now? Like, nah, sorry. So when they told me that story, I was like, nah, man.
You pushed
And
them
we were
the-
on the
the
same
hole, or
page.
what'd
We were
you
on the
do?
same page. Like, yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
How can you abandon your kids like that? It's like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not.
I mean,
It's just
It's-
there's too many ways you can go with this subject. It's
Yeah.
just like it's just bad.
it's a lot of slippery slopes. I mean, because yes, there needs to be reform, and I've always said it. It's like there needs to be a better way for people to have access to become a citizen or at least a resident, so that way they're not having to sneak in. There's got to be something
the
done.
effort and the fighting and all that should be more towards that. Fighting for programs for legal citizenship or residency
Yeah.
to be there. Not just when the shit goes down and ICE is, after people that they're trying to kick out of the country.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the cartels have took over like Canada, the borders. Like I guess Canada has like some ports like in Vancouver and stuff, and the cartels like took it over, and that's where they're sneaking stuff in like from the north. Apparently, Canada like they don't have the manpower to check containers, or so they check 1% of all the shipping goods that come in. So
Dude, Canadians are fucking sorry.
So the cartels are like using that route to bring in stuff. So that's why like they're fighting for the Canadian.
How many viewers do we got in Canada? Before I talk crap.
Has anybody checked in on Pain?
On who?
Pain?
No.
Like I'm
on her Instagram.
She's all involved in all that stuff or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's over there.
There's been times when I've seen her storyline, and I've just had
she's
like
over there.
That's why maybe we should get her on to tell that side of the.
She's over there lighting up cop cars,
driving her motorcycle into the cop cars or something.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get her in. We got to get her in and hear her thoughts.
Yeah, we just got to remember. And I always try to catch myself with this. When you're gonna talk with someone about anything political or anything, your objective shouldn't be to try to change their mind to what you believe.
Just present your facts.
Present what you believe. Let them present what you believe. Well, I think this. I think that.
That or religion.
Like you shouldn't support that because like nah.
Yeah, no.
And the conversation will go a lot better. It'll be more productive. It'll
that's something that I need to work on, and I know because
you definitely need to work on
because I know I get all riled up and everything, and I know that's something I need to calm down to get my point across and shit. So
your objective should not be to change that person's mind. You just I think this, I believe this. And then they believe that. But then, like, if they start trying to change, well, why are you doing this? Like, well, because I was brought up like this, whatever. And that's what a healthy conversation has got to be, because the bickering and back and forth and all that, it gets nowhere. So that's like, I think, the strong point of when you're talking with someone.
All right, one more call, and then I think we're going to call it a night. Let me see. Last call.
Good morning, Drifting on a Royal Crew.
Hola.
We want to know, if you guys played baseball, what would be your walkout song? Mine would be Return of the Mac. All right, let us know.
Did you guys go to a baseball game recently?
I've asked that question. on
the show, I think, right? Or no?
If you were a pitching closer, if you were a pitcher or closer,
or like
what would you walk out to? I got my song. I think I've told you.
I gotta think about it. What's your song? Oh, I'll probably be like LL Cool J. Mama Said Knock You Out. If I'm batting.
Oh,
yeah, because he said walk up song.
Yeah,
walk up song.
Yeah, so it would be.
Okay.
I'll say Mama Said
Knock You Out. Closer.
Cool J.
Okay, so let's just assume that he's saying your walk up song to bat. You're walking up to bat. So what's your song? You're LL Cool J?
Yeah, Mama Said Knock You Out. That's a pump song to hit it out.
Do you have a song for each at bat? So you get 3 at bats every game?
I think they mix it up, right? At the Dodger games?
I think they do.
Like, I mean, they have different songs. What does Shohei come up to do? Anybody know?
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, you got yours, Ricky, or no?
Man, the walk up to the bat? No. I've never thought of that one. My if I was a pitcher or closer, my song would be Painted Black by the Rolling Stones.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
But a walk up to bat, man, that one's good. We might have to think about that one, man.
My walk up song to bat, Digital Underground, Freaks of the Industry.
Mm-hmm.
Freaks of the Industry?
I gotta play that one. I don't think I know that one.
It's a badass beat, dude.
You got moaning in there. It's a damn family atmosphere, dude. You gonna have moaning?
Nah, just the beginning.
The beginning has moaning. Play that shit, Lano. Don't play more than a minute.
Let me see.
The bass line.
Right off the bat. You got Moni.
I don't know.
This guy. You got full penetration in the damn opening damn.
From the album Sex Packet.
Oh, God.
How's that gonna
Just
pump
for you,
up?
Marky Mark.
Oh, man.
It's gonna get you up, but it's not gonna pump you up for the back.
It's good. No.
No.
Oh, that's not a good one.
That's a good song.
No.
And this was
Good song. Good song.
First note, there's already a chick moaning in there. Donald, put yours.
all right, here we go.
Come on, man. And with the local DBC news.
All right.
The Detroit should come back. But tonight,
I can see Donald walking up there all goofy. His helmet all crooked.
I'll hit a home run with this.
The
Walk
uniform
off.
doesn't even fit him right.
Spinner.
Walk out with a walk-off home run.
All right. Let me think.
Hopefully we don't get dinged for this.
No, I think it's just short clips.
Yeah.
The last time you were playing like the whole damn song.
Oh, come on. We got to end the show with a good song.
Blackened.
I know you want that Carol
telling
G.
us.
I was gonna say Wherever I May Roam.
That would be my walkout. My closer.
I think Wherever I May Roam. And what are you searching,
Blackened.
dude? Shows the damn. You better make sure that doesn't come out on the video, dude.
We'll see.
Go.
Starts off quiet.
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta. That's a good song to come out if. You're a
But by the
fighter.
time the crowd
Like if
hears
you're a
it, it's
UFC
already
fighter.
like late.
If you're coming out of UFC fighting, that should be the song. Next, think of a song if you're a UFC fighter. No, look, Wherever I May Roam. I'm gonna change it next week. I'm gonna have to think about
What
it.
did you say?
Wherever I May Roam. That's what I'm coming out to bat to. Right there.
That's cool because you can do a little like look at the picture, walk into the back.
Yeah. Because he knows I'm gonna take him yard.
You know, what'd be kind of cool.
Huh.
That
That's a good walkout song. Too,
that
as
girl
a
you had
fighter.
sent us, like the new metal. Remember, she's all quiet and then she brings up some demon voice at the end.
Ginger.
Nah, I'm gonna think about
It's
it.
a little
I gotta
slow.
think
It's a
about
little
it.
slow.
I gotta think about it.
I think
I'm gonna say Lucky Out was a good one, dude. I think you won this round.
and then for
What's your song?
my second at bat.
That's pretty good. I like it.
All right. My second at bat was gonna be Gasoline Audio Slave.
Yes. All right, we'll play it next time when we get Ricky.
Yeah, I'm gonna change. I gotta think good.
But until then, keep drifting, yo.
Like and subscribe. What's the phone number?
323-207-0012
Yeah, if you don't subscribe, give us a like.
on the YouTubers.
On the YouTube.
Subscribe, like, comment, whatever. Pay attention to us, please.
Or thumb us down. Huh? Who cares? Show
Anything,
something
man.
too.
Just show us
Anything.
something.
We don't care.
Yeah. Hates.
Peace.